Hello everyone. Our subject is financial management. So we are going to discuss unit number 2, that is sources of finance, in which for our first question, that is sources of finance, in which there are 5 sources of finance: equity share, preference share, bond, debenture and term loan. So today we are going to discuss second source, that is preference share, with advantage and disadvantage. So here is preferences. Generally, there are two sources of finance, that is owners fund and borrowed fund. In owners fund, there should be equity share and preference share, and borrowed fund there should be bond, debentures, loans. So whenever company have a need of finance, requirement of finance for expansion, modernization, then installation of new technology, latest technology, at that time company have to use either owners fund or borrowed fund. So here is preference shares. So preference share is one kind of owners fund. So generally preference share are one of the important source of hybrid financing. Generally preference share is known as hybrid financing. What do you mean by hybrid financing? Hybrid means mixes. Generally preference share possess the characteristic of both, that is equity share and debenture. Generally on preference share, dividend is not compulsory but fixed. In equity share, what happen? In equity share, dividend is not compulsory and not fixed. In preference share, dividend is not compulsory but fixed amount. And debenture, that should be dividend. In debenture there should be interest. So in debenture, interest is compulsory and fixed. So it is known as hybrid financing. Hybrid means it is possess the characteristic of both equity share and debenture. So it is hybrid security because it has some features of equity share as well as some features of debenture. Then here is the holders of preference share enjoy the preferential right. What do you mean by preferential right? Preferential right means priority. At the time of winding up, company first have to pay. Whenever at the time of winding up or shutdown, company first have to pay debenture holder, then preference shareholder, and if part of profit is remaining, then company at last company have to pay equity shareholder. So the holder of preference share enjoy preferential right. Preferential right means priority at the time of winding up in case of payment of dividend and payment of principal amount at the time of winding up. With regard to receiving of dividend and getting back of capital in case of companies winds up. So you have to just remember that preference shareholder is known as hybrid security. Hybrid means mixes. It possesses the characteristic of both equity plus debenture. Generally in equity share, dividend is not compulsory and not fixed, but in preference share, dividend is not compulsory but fixed amount. If company have to pay, then company have to pay fixed amount. And in case of debenture, generally interest is fixed and compulsory. So that's why in preference share, dividend amount is not compulsory, dividend payment is not compulsory, but whenever company have to pay dividend, company have to pay fixed dividend. Then here is preference shareholder gets the priority at the time of winding up. જ્યારે કંપની શટડાઉન કે વાઇન્ડિંગ અપ થાય ત્યારે કંપનીએ ફર્સ્ટ ડિબેન્ચર હોલ્ડર એન્ડ પ્રેફરન્સ શેર હોલ્ડરને પે કરવાનું. And if part of profit is remaining, then at last company have to pay equity shareholder. Then features of the preference share. Today we are going to discuss types of preference share, then advantage and disadvantage of preference share. In your syllabus there are 5 sources of finance. First one, equity share, we already discussed. That is advantage and disadvantage. Then preferences, bond, debentures, term loan, bridge finance. So today we are going to discuss only about the preferences. So here is features of preference share. First one, here is preferences are long-term sources of finance. Long-term means maturity period is more than 1 year. Here is first feature, preference share is considered as a long-term sources of finance. Long-term sources of finance. Long-term sources of finance means maturity period is more than 1 year. The dividend payable on preference share is generally higher than debenture interest. Generally, interest on debenture generally fixed and compulsory. Whether company on good profit, higher profit, then also company have to pay only fixed interest on debenture. So, but here is in case of preference share, dividend amount paid to the preference shareholder is always higher than as compared to interest paid to the debenture holder. Then preference shareholder get the fixed rate of dividend irrespective of the volume of profits. So generally here is generally dividend is not fixed and not compulsory in case of equity share. So dividend amount which is depend on net profit or net earning of the company. So here is there should be no any kind of compulsory requirement, compulsory burden on company to pay dividend. Dividend is not fixed and not compulsory. But here is in case of preference share, generally dividend amount would be fixed but not compulsory. So it is company ne profit થાય તો dividend pay કરવાનું. Otherwise there should be no any kind of requirement to pay dividend. But here is one thing you have to keep in mind: dividend amount would be fixed but not compulsory. So it is known as hybrid security. We already discussed hybrid means possess the some characteristic of equity share and some characteristic of debenture. So one thing you have to keep in mind: in case of equity share, dividend is not compulsory and not fixed. In case of debenture, interest is fixed and compulsory. But in case of preference share, dividend amount is not compulsory, but whenever company have to pay dividend, company have to pay fixed dividend. So here is continue that preference dividend is not tax deductible. Not tax deductible means only tax benefit કેમાં available હશે? Tax benefit available in only one security, that is debenture. Interest paid on debenture is considered as a tax deductible expense. But here is in preference share, dividend is not considered as a tax deductible expense. તમે કંપની ગમે એટલું ડિવિડન્ડ પ્રોવાઈડ કરે તો પણ ટેક્સ તો એઝ ઇટ ઇઝ ભરવો જ પડે. ક્લિયર? સો ઇટ ઇઝ dividend is not considered as a tax deductible expense. So tax benefit is not available in case of whenever company issue the preference shares. Then preference shareholder do not have any voting right. Voting right means preference shareholder can not interfere in the decision making process of the company. So it is only voting, only equity shareholder have a voting right. Other preference shareholder, debenture holder have no any kind of voting right. So they cannot interfere in the management and decision making process of the company. Then here is preference shareholder have the preferential right. Preferential right means preferential means priority. જ્યારે કંપની શટડાઉન કે વાઇન્ડિંગ અપ થાય, લિક્વિડેશન થાય, કંપની બંધ થાય, ત્યારે કંપની ફર્સ્ટ હેવ ટુ પે ડિબેન્ચર હોલ્ડર એન્ડ preference shareholder, and if part of profit is remaining, then at last company have to pay equity shareholder. That's why equity shareholder is considered as a making investment in equity share is considered as a riskier investment as compared to debenture and preference share. So here is at the time of winding up, preference shareholder getting the preferential right priority in terms of dividend payment and in terms of principal amount payment. Then preference shareholder also preferential right in receiving dividend. So here is first company have to pay interest to the debenture holder, then here is a dividend to the preference shareholder, and if part of profit is remaining, then at last company pay dividend to the equity shareholder. So it is preference shareholder enjoy the preferential right priority in terms of dividend payment and in terms of principal amount payment. Then different types of preference share. Here is different types of preference share. First one, according to redeemability, there are two type of preference share: redeemable preference share and irredeemable preference share. Redeemable means there should be fixed maturity period. There should be redeemable means fixed are those shares which are redeemed or repaid after expiry or stipulated period. So there should be fixed maturity period. Company have to repay back to the company have to repaid money to the preference shareholder after some maturity period. So there should be fixed. You have to just remember redeemable preference share means there should be fixed maturity or stipulated period. Then irredeemable preference share means there should be no any kind of fixed maturity stipulated period. So irredeemable preference share are those shares which are not redeemed before the stipulated period. It does not have any specific maturity date. So you have to just remember redeemable and irredeemable. Redeemable means there should be fixed maturity period. Company have to repay money after some period. But here is irredeemable means there should be no any kind of maturity period. There should be no requirement to repay money to the shareholder, repaid money to the shareholder. So it is irredeemable preference share. Then here is according to right of receiving dividend, there should be cumulative preference share and non-cumulative preference share. So it is cumulative preference shares carries additional features which allows the preference shareholder to claim unpaid dividend of the years in which dividend could not be paid. So what happens generally, for example, in previous year company suffer from loss. In previous year company suffer from loss, that's why company was not able to pay dividend. So in case of whenever company issue the cumulative preference share, it is the responsibility or obligation of the company to pay last year dividend, previous year dividend plus current year dividend whenever company issue the cumulative preference share. Compulsory responsibility or liability of company to pay unpaid dividend, outstanding dividend whenever company issue the cumulative preference shares. So here is in short what do you mean by cumulative. For example, past year માં company ને loss થયો હોય તો at that time company cannot pay dividend. So whenever cumulative means combine. What do you mean by cumulative means combine? કે તમને previous year માં for example loss થયો હોય અને કંપનીએ dividend pay ના કર્યું હોય તો it is the responsibility of company to pay previous year dividend plus current year dividend to pay compulsory. Then non-cumulative preference. Non-cumulative means there should be no any kind of obligations or liability of company to pay unpaid dividend of the previous year. So it is they do not have a right to claim unpaid dividend which could not be paid due to insufficient profit. Previous year માં past year માં for example company ને loss થયો હોય and if company cannot able to pay dividend, then there should be no any kind of liability or obligation of company to pay past year dividend, unpaid dividend in case of non-cumulative. In short તમારે યાદ શું રાખવાનું કે cumulative માં જો કંપનીને past year માં loss થયો હોય અને past year માં કંપનીએ dividend pay ના કર્યું હોય તો cumulative preference share માં company, that is the liability or obligation of the company to pay compulsory past year dividend, previous year dividend plus current year dividend. Unpaid dividend compulsory pay કરવું પડે in case of cumulative preference share. And non-cumulative there should be no any kind of obligation or liability of company to pay unpaid dividend. So in short you have to keep in mind cumulative જે previous year નું unpaid dividend હોય due to insufficient profit, due to shortage of profit. So past year નું કે previous year નું જે unpaid dividend હોય એ compulsory pay કરવું પડે in case of cumulative preference share. Non-cumulative માં there should be no any kind of responsibility or liability to pay previous year dividend. Then according to participation, so there should be participating preference share and non-participating preference share. Participating means generally we already discussed in equity share. You have to just keep in mind in equity share dividend is not compulsory and not fixed. If company earn good profit, then company have to pay higher dividend, and if company suffer from loss, then there should be no any kind of obligation or responsibility to pay dividend. In preference share is known as, generally preference share is known as hybrid security. So in case of preference share, dividend is not compulsory but fixed. Dividend pay કરવું compulsory નથી. એ તો કેના ઉપર ડિપેન્ડ હોય, નેટ પ્રોફિટ કે નેટ અર્નિંગ ઓફ ધી કંપની. બટ જો કંપની પે કરે તો કેવી અમાઉન્ટ રાખવાની? સેમ ફિક્સ અમાઉન્ટ ઇન કેસ ઓફ પ્રેફરન્સ. એન્ડ વોટ અબાઉટ ડિબેન્ચર? ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ. જનરલી શેર ઉપર ડિવિડન્ડ હોય અને ડિબેન્ચર ઉપર શું હોય? ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ. So interest is compulsory and fixed. Whether company earn profit or loss, it doesn't matter. Company have to pay compulsory fixed interest whenever company issue the debenture. So whenever company issue the borrowed amount, bond, debenture, then there will be a burden on company that compulsory pay interest to the debenture holder. So participating preference share and non-participating. Participating એટલે કે only participating preference shareholder have a right authority to participate in surplus profit of the company. કંપનીને જો વધારાનો પ્રોફિટ થાય તો ઓનલી પાર્ટિસિપેટિંગ પ્રેફરન્સ શેર હોલ્ડરને જ વધારાનું ડિવિડન્ડ મળે, એક્સ્ટ્રા ડિવિડન્ડ મળે. અધર શેર હોલ્ડર આર ઓનલી એલિજિબલ ટુ ગેટિંગ ધી ફિક્સ્ડ ડિવિડન્ડ. So participating preference shareholders are entitled to share the surplus profit. In short, જો કંપનીને એક્સ્ટ્રા કે સરપ્લસ પ્રોફિટ થાય તો ઓનલી પાર્ટિસિપેટિંગ પ્રેફરન્સ શેર હોલ્ડરને જ એક્સ્ટ્રા ડિવિડન્ડ મળશે. અધર ટાઈપ ઓફ શેર હોલ્ડર લાઈક ક્યુમ્યુલેટિવ, નોન ક્યુમ્યુલેટિવ, રિડીમેબલ, ઇરિડીમેબલ, બધા પ્રેફરન્સ શેર હોલ્ડરને કેવું ડિવિડન્ડ મળશે? ફિક્સ ડિવિડન્ડ. So here is surplus profit of the company in addition to preference dividend. So only participating preference shareholder are eligible to getting the surplus dividend whenever company achieve the surplus profit. Then non-participating means કે કંપનીને સરપ્લસ પ્રોફિટ થાય તો પણ કંપની કેવું ડિવિડન્ડ પે કરશે? ફિક્સ ડિવિડન્ડ, નોટ એક્સ્ટ્રા ડિવિડન્ડ. So non-participating preference shareholders are not entitled. Entitled means eligible to share surplus profit and surplus asset like participating preference shareholders. So you have to just remember, કંપનીને એક્સ્ટ્રા કે સરપ્લસ પ્રોફિટ થાય તો કંપની only participating preference shareholder getting the higher dividend or extra dividend. Other type of shareholder are only eligible for getting the fixed dividend. Then according to convertibility, redeemable preference, according to convertibility, convertible preference share and non-convertible preference share. What do you mean by convertible? Convertible means those share which is easily converted into equity share. So holder of convertible preference share are given option to the convert whole or part of the holding into equity share. In short, options should be provided to the preference shareholder that you can convert into equity share. Then non-convertible means there should be no any kind of option provided to the preference shareholder to convert into equity share. So these are the type. First one, redeemable preference share, irredeemable preference share. So it is first one, redeemable, and I again repeat, redeemable and irredeemable. Redeemable means there should be fixed maturity period, and irredeemable means there should be no fixed maturity period. Second one, cumulative and non-cumulative. Cumulative in short combined. Cumulative means જો કંપનીને પાસ્ટમાં લોસ થયો હોય, at that time company cannot able to pay dividend. So whenever company issue the cumulative preference share, then it is the responsibility of company to pay last year unpaid dividend plus current year dividend. It is the responsibility, compulsory pay unpaid dividend. જો કંપનીને પાસ્ટમાં લોસ થયો હોય તો at that time કંપનીએ ડિવિડન્ડ પ્રોવાઈડ ના કર્યું હોય લાસ્ટ યર, બટ whenever company issue the cumulative preference share, તો cumulative preference share માં કંપનીએ લાસ્ટ યરનું, પ્રીવિયસ યરનું પ્લસ કરંટ યરનું ડિવિડન્ડ કમ્પલસરી પે કરવું પડે. It is the obligation or responsibility of the company. Non-cumulative means there should be no any kind of obligation or responsibility to pay previous year unpaid dividend. Participating means only participating preference shareholder are eligible to participate in extra profit of the company. Generally કેવું હોય કે કંપનીને ગમે એટલો પ્રોફિટ થાય તો પણ કંપની કેવું ડિવિડન્ડ પ્રોવાઈડ કરે? ફિક્સ ડિવિડન્ડ ઇન કેસ ઓફ પ્રેફરન્સ. But here is participating preference shareholder. કંપનીને એક્સ્ટ્રા કે વધુ સરપ્લસ પ્રોફિટ થશે તો કંપની કેવું ડિવિડન્ડ પે કરશે? હાયર ડિવિડન્ડ. But only participating preference shareholder are eligible for getting the higher dividend. So they can participate in surplus profit of the company. કંપનીને વધુ સરપ્લસ એક્સ્ટ્રા પ્રોફિટ થાય તો કંપની હાયર ડિવિડન્ડ પ્રોવાઈડ કરશે. Only participating preference shareholder, other shareholder are only eligible for getting the fixed dividend. Non-participating means કંપનીને ગમે એટલો વધુ પ્રોફિટ થાય, surplus profit, extra profit, then also company have to pay fixed dividend. Then convertibility means you can convert, options should be provided, you can convert into equity share. Non-convertible means you cannot convert, options should not provided that you cannot convert into equity share. So these are the types. Then we discuss advantage and disadvantage. So first one here is advantage of the preference share. So you have to write advantage to the company, advantage to the investor, and disadvantage to the company and disadvantage to the investor. So first one, advantage of the preference share. So advantage to the company, appeal to cautious investor. Appeal means attracts. So cautious investor, generally there are two type of investor: bold investor and cautious investor. Bold means risk takers and cautious means risk avoider. So generally here is what happen in preference share. In preference share, generally is considered, we've already discussed, preference share is hybrid security. Hybrid means mixes characteristic, it possesses the characteristic, some characteristic of equity share and some characteristic of debenture. So in preference share, generally dividend is not compulsory but fixed. So it generally attract to the most cautious investor to making investment in that company. In that preference share, cautious means risk avoider. So with the help of preference share, company can easily attract those type of investor who prefer safety of their investment, want regular income. So appeal to cautious investors. So company can easily attract the risk avoider to making investment in preference share. Then no obligation for dividend. So no obligation means no responsibility of company, no burden on company to pay compulsory dividend. Generally dividend is not compulsory. Dividend કોના ઉપર depend હોય? Net profit કે net earning of the company. If company earning extra good profit, then company have to pay dividend. But if company suffer from loss, then there should be no any kind of obligation or liability, or you can say burden on company to pay dividend. So there is no obligation for dividend means no any kind of burden on company to pay dividend, which is dividend is not compulsory. Then no interference. No interference means generally only equity shareholder have a voting right. Voting right means they can interfere in the decision making process of the company. But here is preference shareholder have no any kind of voting right. So they cannot interfere in the management and decision making process of the company. So it is the advantage for the company. There should be no any kind of interfere from the side of the preference shareholder. Then trading on equity. Trading on equity means use of fixed interest bearing capital. Fixed interest bearing capital means, fixed interest means generally preference share and debenture. Both are considered as a fixed interest bearing capital. કંપનીને ગમે એટલો પ્રોફિટ થાય એક્સ્ટ્રા સરપ્લસ તો પણ કંપની ફિક્સ ડિવિડન્ડ કોને આપશે? પ્રેફરન્સ શેર હોલ્ડર. અને ફિક્સ ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ કોને આપશે? ટુ ધી ડિબેન્ચર હોલ્ડર. So here is trading on equity means use of borrowed capital, or you can say use of fixed interest bearing capital in your capital structure. Capital structure means mixes of debt and equity. So here is generally what happened. For example, in your capital structure, there will be a equity plus preference share. Clear? In your capital, for example, in your capital, company's capital structure, there will be a equity plus preference share. So what happened? Company have whatever profit earned by the company, company have to just pay fixed amount to the preference shareholder. So remaining whole profit is available to the equity shareholder. So whenever company issue only equity share, then company cannot able to provide higher rate of dividend. But whenever company issue equity plus preference share, so whatever profit earned by the company have to pay only fixed amount to the preference shareholder. So remaining profit is available to the equity shareholder. So here is that is known as trading on equity. So whenever in your capital structure there will be a equity plus preference share, so company can provide higher rate of dividend to their equity shareholder. Why? Because company have to pay only fixed amount to the preference share. No charge on asset. Next one, no charge on asset. What do you mean by no charge? Means no any kind of mortgage, no any kind of security provided by the company. Generally company borrowed amount use करे bond के debenture, तो company have to provide security, mortgage. For example, nowadays if you have taken loan from bank, then nowadays no one bank will easily provide loan. You have to offer security. You have to keep some your gold, silver, jewelries. You have to give to the bank, and in return bank have to provide loan. So nowadays bank will also demand security whenever you have to take a loan from the bank. Same way, no charge on asset. Means here is generally security કેમ આપવી પડે borrowed amount માં. Whenever company issue bond, debenture, at that time company offer security. Generally there are secured debenture and unsecured debenture. Secured debenture means mortgage debenture. What do you mean by mortgage debenture or secured debenture? Whenever company issue the secured debenture, at that time company have to provide some fixed asset property to the debenture holder. What happened in future if company for example not able to pay interest to the debenture holder, then debenture holder have a right authority to sell out the property in market and recover, or you can say receiving the outstanding amount from the debenture from the fixed asset. So it is no charge on asset. એટલે કે in case of preference share, company should not provide any kind of fixed asset or security. So company's asset remain free, which will helpful to the company in future for obtaining the loan, for receiving the loan. Generally you have to just keep in mind, generally borrowed amount હોય, બોન્ડ છે, ડિબેન્ચર છે, તો એમાં કંપનીએ પોતાની ફિક્સ અસેટ મોર્ગેજ કરવી પડે. તો એ ફિક્સ અસેટ શું થઈ જાય? બ્લોક થઈ જાય, વિચ કેન નોટ બી ફર્ધર યુઝ ઇન ફ્યુચર. બટ પ્રેફરન્સ શેરમાં કંપનીએ એવું કાંઈ મોર્ગેજ કરવાની જરૂર નથી, સિક્યુરિટી આપવાની જરૂર નથી. સો એની અસેટ બધી કેવી રહીએ? ફ્રી. સો વિચ વિલ હેલ્પફુલ ઇન ફ્યુચર ફોર રિસીવિંગ લોન ફ્રોમ ધી બેંક. એટલે કંપનીની બધી અસેટ કેવી રહેશે? ફ્રી રહેશે. નોટ જનરલી ડિબેન્ચરમાં કેવું થાય કે કંપની ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ સિક્યોર ડિબેન્ચર ઇસ્યુ કરે તો કંપનીએ શું કરવું પડે? સિક્યુરિટી આપવી પડે ડિબેન્ચર હોલ્ડરને. અને ફ્યુચરમાં જો કંપની ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ પે ના કરી શકે ડિબેન્ચર ઉપર, તો ડિબેન્ચર હોલ્ડર શું કરશે? તો કે સેલ આઉટ ધી પ્રોપર્ટી ઇન માર્કેટ એન્ડ રિકવર ધી આઉટસ્ટેન્ડિંગ અમાઉન્ટ. બટ હિયર ઇઝ નો ચાર્જ ઓન અસેટ. એટલે કે કંપનીએ પોતાની અસેટ મોર્ગેજ મૂકવાની કે સિક્યુરિટી આપવાની કઈ જરૂર જ નથી. સો કંપનીની બધી અસેટ કેવી રહેશે? ફ્રી. સો વિચ કેન બી યુઝ ઇન ફ્યુચર. Flexibility. Flexibility means generally there are various types of preference share, like redeemable preference share, irredeemable preference share, cumulative preference share, non-cumulative, convertible preference share, non-convertible. So it's offer the flexibility. For example, redeemable and irredeemable. So redeemable company have to repay, there should be fixed maturity period. Whenever there should be no capital required in business, whenever there should be no longer capital is required in business, company have to repay back to the preference shareholder. So company can, their capital structure remain flexible. Capital structure means mixes of debt and equity proportion. And whenever there is a no requirement of capital in business, at that time company have to repay it back. So there should be no any kind of situation of overcapitalization or undercapitalization. Generally, capitalization, there should be one chapter, next chapter, that is capitalization. Capitalization means total capital investment. Generally, there should be overcapitalization and under. Over means you have to make more investment as compared to what is actually required. So your investment will be more, but your return will be less in case of overcapitalization. Undercapitalization means you have to make less investment, but your return will be high. So it is flexibility means you can, uh, with the help of different types of preference where uh, you can change your capital structure. So it offers the flexibility. There should be no any kind of rigid situation. So there should be no any kind of problem of overcapitalization and undercapitalization. Then no delusion of control. Here is advantage to the company. So no delusion of control means, for example, preference shareholder have no any kind of voting right, so they cannot interfere in the management of the company. So here is whenever company have a need extra capital or additional capital for expansion purpose, modernization, replacement of outdated machinery, at that time whenever company have a requirement of additional fund, and if company raise additional fund with the help of preference share, then preference shareholder have a no voting right, so they cannot interfere in the management of the company. So it is control power should be remain with the existing management only. Control power should not be distributed among the new shareholders. So it is whole control power is remain with the existing management. So it is advantage for the company. Then here is advantage to the investor. Advantage to the investor. First one, assured income. Assured means fixed. Assured income means fixed income. We already discussed in case of whenever company issue the preference share, company have to pay fixed dividend. Generally dividend છે, interest છે, આ બધું કંપની માટે શું છે? એક્સપેન્સ. અને ઇન્વેસ્ટર માટે શું કહેવાય? ડિવિડન્ડ, ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ, બધું ઇન્કમ. તો in case of preference share, company have to pay fixed dividend. Generally preference share ઉપર ડિવિડન્ડ કમ્પલસરી ના હોય, which is depend on net profit. પણ જો કંપની પેડ કરે તો કેવું પે કરવાનું? સેમ અમાઉન્ટ, ફિક્સ અમાઉન્ટ. So there should be fixed income for the preference shareholder. So it is advantage to the investor. Then refund of the capital. Refund એટલે at the time of winding up, જ્યારે કંપની બંધ થાય, લિક્વિડેશન થાય, શટડાઉન થાય, ત્યારે શું થાય? તો કે at the time of winding up or shutdown, company first have to pay debenture holder and preference shareholder, and if part of profit is remaining, then company have to pay equity shareholder. So we already discussed preference shareholder having a preferential right, priority. જ્યારે કંપની બંધ થાય ત્યારે preference shareholder ને શું છે? Priority, preferential right in case of receiving dividend and receiving principal amount. So it is advantage for the investor. Then participation in surplus profit. So here is company ની extra કે surplus profit થાય તો એમાં કોણ participate કરી શકે? Only participating preference shareholder. So generally only participating preference shareholder are eligible to getting higher dividend in case of company earning extra profit. Other type of shareholder are only eligible for getting the fixed dividend. Then relative stability. So generally stock market, National Stock Exchange and Bombay Stock Exchange. There are two stock exchanges in India, National Stock Exchange NSE and BSE, Bombay Stock Exchange. Bombay Stock Exchange is oldest stock exchange in India. So generally here is the price of preference share is remain stable as compared to equity share. Generally equity share stock market is continuously fluctuating market, increase and decreasing price. So it is as compared to equity share, price of preference share remain stable. Then disadvantages. So disadvantage to the company and disadvantage to the investor. So first one here is disadvantage to the company. First one, fixed obligations. So here is, that is the burden on company. Fixed obligation means fixed responsibility, liability of company to pay fixed dividends. So generally in case of preference share, company have to pay fixed dividend. So it is the burden or liability of the company to pay fixed dividend to the preference shareholder. Then limited appeal. Limited appeal means, for example, there are two type of investor in market: risk takers and risk avoider. So generally risk takers wants to prefer to make investment in equity share. Generally equity share is considered as a risky capital. In equity share, if company earn good profit, then there will be chances to earning higher dividend. So risk taker always prefer to making investment in equity share. So there are bold investor and cautious investor. Bold means risk takers and cautious means risk avoider. So generally here is, risk taker cannot want to investment in equity share. They only prefer to, risk takers only prefer to making investment in equity share. So here is limited means, with the help of preference share, with the help of issuing preference share, company cannot appeal to the each and every investor. Only cautious investor, જે risk avoider હશે ને, એ જ preference share માં investment કરશે. બધા investor preference share prefer નહીં કરે. So it is limited. So generally it is depend on generally risk avoider and risk taker. So risk taker હશે એ શેમાં ઇન્વેસ્ટમેન્ટ કરવાનું પ્રિફર કરશે? તો કે ઇક્વિટી શેર. અને રિસ્ક અવોઇડર હશે એ શેમાં ઇન્વેસ્ટમેન્ટ કરવાનું પ્રિફર કરશે? પ્રેફરન્સ શેર, બોન્ડ એન્ડ ડિબેન્ચર. કેમ કે એમાં ફિક્સ ડિવિડન્ડ ને ફિક્સ ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ મળે. That will be considered as a fixed income for the investor. So limited એટલે કે with the help of issuing preference share, company cannot attract to each and every investor. So it is limited appeal. Only risk avoider have to making investment in preference share, bond and debenture. Then no deductibility of the dividend. No deductibility means no tax deductible. Generally tax benefit કેમાં મળે? Only ડિબેન્ચરમાં. કંપની ડિબેન્ચર ઇસ્યુ કરે એટ ધેટ ટાઈમ કંપની પે કમ્પલસરી ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ. કંપની જેટલું ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ પે કરે એટલો કંપનીએ ટેક્સ ઓછો ભરવો પડે. So it is, tax benefit is not available in case of preference share. So it is disadvantage for the company. કંપની ગમે એટલું ડિવિડન્ડ પ્રોવાઈડ કરે તો પણ ટેક્સ તો એઝ ઇટ ઇઝ ભરવો પડે. So it is, dividend paid on preference shareholder is not considered as a tax deductible options. So it is, no tax benefit is available in case of preference share. Then here is disadvantage to the investor: no voting right. No voting right. Voting right means only equity shareholder have a voting right. So they can interfere in the decision making process of the company. કંપનીએ જે પણ ડિસિઝન લીધા હોય કે કંપનીનું મેનેજમેન્ટ હોય એમાં કોણ ઇન્ટરફિયર કરી શકે? ઓનલી ઇક્વિટી શેર હોલ્ડર. અધર પ્રેફરન્સ શેર હોલ્ડર have no any kind of voting right. So they cannot interfere in the management of the company. So it is disadvantage for the investor. Then low return. Low return means fixed return as compared to equity share. Generally equity share માં શું હોય કે whenever company earn good profit or surplus profit, super normal profit, at that time company have to pay higher dividend. But in case of preference share, whether company earn good profit or extra profit or low profit, company have to pay fixed dividend to the preference shareholder. So here is, we already discussed, only participating preference shareholder are eligible for getting higher dividend in case of surplus profit or extra profit of the company. Other type of preference shareholder are only eligible for the getting fixed dividend. Clear? So it is, whenever company earn good profit or surplus profit, તો પાર્ટિસિપેટિંગ પ્રેફરન્સ શેર હોલ્ડરને જ હાયર ડિવિડન્ડ મળશે. અધર ટાઈપ ઓફ પ્રેફરન્સ શેર હોલ્ડર લાઈક redeemable, irredeemable, convertible, non-convertible preference share are only eligible to getting the fixed dividend even company earn surplus profit. So here is, this is the advantage and disadvantage of preference shareholders. So today we discuss first there are sources of finance. There is one question, sources of finance. Write a detailed note on sources of finance. So in previous lecture we already discussed the equity share. In today's lecture we have to discuss preference share types. Preference share, generally you have to I repeat, you have to keep in mind that preference share is known as the hybrid security. So here is generally preference shareholder is known as hybrid security. Hybrid means it possesses the characteristic of both, that is the equity share and debenture possess the combined characteristics, so that's why it is known as hybrid security. In preference share, dividend is not compulsory but fixed. Company have to pay fixed dividend, but it is not compulsory, depend on net profit or net earning of the company. Then preference shareholder, I repeat, preference shareholder have to preferential right એટલે priority કંપનીનું વાઇન્ડિંગ અપ કે શટડાઉન થાય તો કંપની ફર્સ્ટ હેવ ટુ પે ડિબેન્ચર હોલ્ડર એન્ડ પ્રેફરન્સ શેર હોલ્ડર એન્ડ લાસ્ટ if part of profit is remaining, then at last company have to pay equity shareholder. Then there are various types, like redeemable preference share means there should be fixed maturity period. Irredeemable means there should be no fixed maturity period. Then ક્યુમ્યુલેટિવ મીન્સ કે કંપનીએ પાસ્ટ યરમાં કંપનીને લોસ થયો હોય અને ઇફ કંપનીએ ડિવિડન્ડ ઇફ due to insufficient profit, due to loss, company cannot able to provide dividend in last year or previous year. So whenever company is the cumulative preference share, so it is the responsibility of company to pay previous year unpaid dividend plus current dividend. In short તમારે શું યાદ રાખવાનું કે પાસ્ટમાં કંપનીને લોસ થયો હોય ત્યારે કંપની ડિવિડન્ડ પ્રોવાઈડ ના કર્યું હોય તો ક્યુમ્યુલેટિવ પ્રેફરન્સ શેર ઇસ્યુ કરે તો એ કંપનીની રિસ્પોન્સિબિલિટી કહેવાય કે કંપની પાસ્ટ યરનું પણ ડિવિડન્ડ પે કરે અને કરંટ યરનું પણ ડિવિડન્ડ પે કરે. ક્લિયર? Then non-cumulative means there should be no any kind of responsibility to pay previous year's unpaid dividend. Then convertible and non-convertible debentures. Clear? Sorry, convertible and non-convertible. So participating and non-participating એટલે કે કંપનીને સરપ્લસ પ્રોફિટ થાય, એક્સ્ટ્રા પ્રોફિટ થાય તો company have to pay higher dividend to the participating preference shareholders. Only participating preference shareholder are eligible for getting the higher dividend whenever company earn the surplus profit. Other type of shareholder are only eligible for getting the fixed dividend. એટલે કંપનીને વધુ કે સરપ્લસ પ્રોફિટ થશે તો કંપની ઓનલી પાર્ટિસિપેટિંગ પ્રેફરન્સ શેર હોલ્ડરને જ હાયર ડિવિડન્ડ મળશે. બાકી બધા પ્રેફરન્સ શેર હોલ્ડરને કેવું ડિવિડન્ડ મળશે? ફિક્સ ડિવિડન્ડ. કન્વર્ટિબલ એન્ડ નોન કન્વર્ટિબલ. કન્વર્ટિબલ એટલે કે which is converted into equity share. Option should be provided. And non-convertible means no any kind of option should be provided. Then we discuss advantage and disadvantage. Advantage to the investor, advantage to the company, disadvantage to the investor and disadvantage to the company. So that is the first question, that is write a detailed note or short note on sources of finance. So we have to complete two sources. First one, equity share with advantage and disadvantage, and second one, preference share with advantage and disadvantage. So thank you all. If you have any query or doubts, then you can message me.